All right, welcome to another Woods Report. All right, so it's Friday. Let's see, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'll let you start off. Let me see. You can talk.
On Friday?
You can talk too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, stuff we try to pull whatever's going on politics wise from the. I watch The View and my mom, so we like watching and seeing what these ladies are talking about today. Usually, it's always something political. So they sometimes talk later than what's already been talked about in the week or like the day before. They're still on the topic of the anti-Semitism. Of course, Kanye's comments and what's this guy Kyrie? If I say Kyrie Irving, the situation with him. And I think he's been suspended
for 5 games.
For 5 games. Now his connection is with some show or some project that speaks.
Well, he posted it.
Yeah, and he took the post down, didn't he?
Yeah, he posted there's a documentary.
Yeah, documentary.
That's supposed to be anti-Semitic, and he posted it.
Yeah.
So usually when people post stuff, they seem like they in agreement with it. So that's probably why they went after him and said, "Why are you posting stuff that's anti-Semitic? And you belong, you really belong to the NBA."
Yeah.
I know people don't like to hear that, but you do. It's like you belong to your job.
Well, no, it's like you're a representative of your company.
Well, it's like you go to your job. You belong to your job. Yeah. People don't like to say slavery, but you're a slave to your job. You hear a man come home and say he's tired, or the woman come home and say she's tired. And
I don't think the Twitter people are here liking
you're
that.
Getting paid.
They being pushed away from
so we don't like to use the word slave because you're paid to go to your job. But a lot of times people feel...
it's not slaves, because slaves
No,
don't
that's
get
what
paid.
I'm saying. A lot of times people don't like to hear the word slave to your job, but you
are
beholden to
you're a servant to your job.
Yeah, you're beholden.
You get paid.
Yeah, you get paid. Like an indentured servant. You get paid, but you're beholden to the people who you work for, which I still don't understand why I'm still seeing Black people keep posting about being upset about what's going on with him being suspended or Kanye or I don't
the backlash
unless
that
I'm missing something.
Right.
I don't understand why they don't get it. And a lot of it is Black men. I don't understand why they don't get it. You are beholden to the company you work for.
Yeah.
Why would you work for so-called Jewish people and think you can say what you want about Jewish people? That makes no sense to me. That's like working for a Chinese company and then you post something that's against Chinese people.
Which you notice there's some countries that you can't even say stuff about their political leadership because you'll be disappeared.
Is that what it is? Maybe that's what it is.
Russia does it.
You know what?
You always hear if they speak against the government, all of a sudden he's poisoned.
You just did it. You just did it. I think what it is, I think you just hit the nail on the head and you don't even realize you did.
Go ahead.
I think America is too free. I think people start thinking, I don't want to say too free. I want to say you think it's a you know how somebody in the desert and you see you see the water and you think there's a mirage. There's a mirage of freedom, and these Negroes bought into it.
Yeah,
and so they honestly think that they free and they can say what they want. So in that way, you can agree with Kanye.
Okay,
when he said that Harriet Tubman they free the slaves, he was pretty much probably saying that you freed them physically, but they still slaves.
Because you always hear about...
But that's not just Black. That's everybody. Everybody's a slave to something.
Isn't it funny? Because you always hear Blacks today, in our age, whatever age, boy, if I was back in the day,
they
wouldn't call me that name. I wouldn't take all that. And you thinking,
why they holding your mother and everybody else? You still gonna do what you want to do.
We would see you hanging from a tree probably later that
evening. And it wasn't like that. It was more psychological things too.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to get you. I'll break down the people in your family.
That's true.
I don't have to go after you.
Yeah, because getting at other people in the family can still get to you. You're right.
If you leave, I'm gonna kill everybody in your family.
Well, they did make their own opinions on it, and I'm so... Here's my thing. Sunny to me has to be careful on how she words things because she can be her comments can be construed as Well, he started it,
Right.
And that's why
Sonny's
Sarah
on the other side. She's two left.
No justification
Yeah.
on both sides.
None.
Right and the left.
None.
Politicians, any politician, any black person, she said no matter what race
it doesn't
you
matter.
are.
And quit saying it's not
bigotry
fair.
and it's racism, and nobody should be doing it.
And quit saying it's not fair. We know that.
You.
Quit saying, well, they don't let nobody go when they talk about black people.
I know.
No, they don't.
Right.
Because black people don't demand it.
Right.
That's why. They could get up and call black women all kind of names, nappy-headed, all that.
Right.
If black men, let's put it this way, if somebody got up and said nappy-headed hoes, and every black guy on the basketball team walked out, you don't think they would stop saying nappy-headed hoes?
Yeah. Yep.
You don't think they would be like, oh, they that's a touchy one on that one.
No. Well, we getting them on the N-word.
Well, no,
we got them where they're even trying to take it out of the history books.
No, we got them on when Comb Over said "son of a bitch,"
sons of bitches,
and the basketball players said they wasn't gonna go out and play.
Yeah, they all.
And you notice he walked it back.
They got vocal.
He walked it back, and then everybody, even on the football team, Tom Brady and everybody was like, "Well, hold on now, partner, you're going too far." Because the black guys took a stand,
and they were together when
because they talked. He said that he called their mamas. He was talking about their mamas.
Yes,
that's the code for black people. Talk about everybody else. Don't talk about my mama. Don't say nothing about my mama.
That's right.
See, that's where he went too far.
Exactly. And then you know what? It's slowly but surely happening in different groups, like you mentioned yesterday, the Me Too movement, the LGBTQ. I know Anna when her
what's her name?
Who?
Rosie O'Donnell. When she said that the one lady looked like a monkey.
No, that was
not Rosie O'Donnell, Roseanne.
Roseanne, yeah.
And she said that lady that with Obama looked like a monkey.
Like one of the
Where's Roseanne Barr at
the
now?
albino one. Yeah,
where's Roseanne?
She got barred, consider her name, from the show. So and they continue the show without her. So it's happening slowly but surely. I think people are upset because this major companies are backlashing him. Major advertisers are pulling out. People,
because you can't say what you want.
And look what just happened in New Jersey. The synagogues. They gotta come out and put information out to protect synagogues now, because people take it too far. Anna talked about this whole environment of where did this environment and where you get free to behave. Well, see, that's the thing. Sonny kept saying
everybody wasn't doing that until Donald Trump.
Sarah said, still, there's no excuse though.
I agree. It was always there.
Any race to say anything bigotry or racism.
But he made it comfortable.
I know.
Before, white people used to say stuff, your Karens and all of that, they would say stuff underneath their breath.
Yeah.
They would, but somehow when Trump became president, when Trump became president, it was like it was some kind of a shift.
Yes.
And it was like they felt beholden. Like, oh, we can say what we want to say now.
Yes.
That's why
There's no consequences.
In a way, and it's sad to say, you almost need to thank them. Because it was always there.
Yeah, we just
didn't know about it.
It was truly on the down low when Obama was president.
They smiled.
And they did send the little monkey pictures and stuff to First Lady Michelle, because she said it. A lot of things, memes was out there.
But nobody was storming the Capitol and doing all of that until Donald Trump became president.
Yeah,
and he made people feel empowered. Mm-hmm. And then you have idiots like Kanye West saying that the most people that's being persecuted is the straight white man. This is some dumb Negro on national TV saying, as a black man, the ones that these black guys love so much, Kanye, saying that the worst treatment is straight white men. Not you big stupid Negro that's on Facebook and YouTube taking up for Kanye West. Wow. He didn't say you are an endangered species. Yes. You are the one that everybody's after. He said the straight white man.
Oh God.
Not you.
And I'm so surprised that even his ex-wife has gotten a clue, even helping minority men get out of prison and women. So she has an understanding more than he does.
The straight white man.
The straight white man.
And then he got that from Candace, because bobblehead Candace says that all the time with her straight white man husband.
Yes.
Of course, he's crying on her shoulder at night, saying how horrible everything is for him. Yeah. And then she takes her bobblehead and talks to him with his mental condition, and he takes everything she said.
Feeds that to him.
Candace told me that the straight white man is the one that's the persecuted one. And Candace also told me that George Floyd killed himself. Yes. He had drugs. So I think what Candace is telling me is that white policeman that's in prison for killing George Floyd, we need, as black people, we need to picket signs and go down there and get him out. Because George Floyd killed himself. It wasn't that white policeman whose knee we all saw with our own eyes on his head. I'm just giving another perspective. That's what Kanye said. We're in the middle of battle. Black man, endangered species. He's on the war line, and he wants to give another perspective. I see the enemy in front of me. I see what I need to do, but I'm going to stop everybody on the war field. Hey, brothers, gather around me with my ugly shoes and clothes. And I want to give y'all another perspective. That man that's shooting at us, maybe he not really the one shooting at us. Right. Maybe it's somebody behind him. He's got blanks in his gun. It's the guy behind him that has the real gun. He in the middle of a battlefield, and he want to give another perspective. Because white people got different perspectives. JFK, this person could have shot JFK, and this person could have shot JFK, and this person should have shot JFK. White men got different perspectives. Why can't we as black men have different perspectives? See, that's a porch Negro. And these stupid guys that's in the field listening to him. You got one chance to get off of the plantation, and you listening to the nut job on the porch that's buckwheat hairstyle and butt naked, telling you there's 5 ways to get off the plantation.
Well, back to
big
Kyrie.
Dummies.
We don't want to spend time on Kanye because we can still go on.
Well, Kyrie and Kanye are tied together.
I know, but
because they both are being
I know, but
hit because of anti-Semitic statements.
Right? Anti-Semitism. But Kevin Durant, I just found out, made a comment too about this should be not aired out, the dirty laundry kind of thing. Is that what he's pretty much saying? Can this be done in private?
After the Nets suspended star point guard Kyrie Irving on Thursday for at least 5 games without pay following his promotion of anti-Semitic film on Twitter, fellow star Kevin Durant was asked about the situation in its entirety during a shoot-around on Friday morning. I ain't here to judge nobody or talk down to nobody for how they feel, their views and things, he said. I just didn't like anything that went on. I felt like it was all unnecessary. I felt like we could have just kept playing basketball and kept quiet as an organization. How about Kyrie not post a movie about your boss? That's negative.
So I guess because he made it public, that's why it became public. Because
you made it public. He made it public.
And you know, organizations, they pull together and they got to figure out how to fix this. How we going to say what you're going to say. You're going to do a public apology. We got to suspend him. They want to let people know.
He's saying it's too harsh. They said comments by Durant were construed by many on social media as the Nets star saying that the actions by the organization were too harsh. After seeing the reaction to his shoot-around comments on social media, Durant took to Twitter to clarify. See, he made that comment, and then somebody got on the phone with him and said, okay, I'm trying to understand what part you not understanding. That right now anti-Semitism is at a very high sensitivity level, which I said yesterday.
That's what Sarah was saying. She said there's no justification for it. Now, the thing is...
Well, he clarified it. You want me to say what he said?
Who?
Just want to
Durant.
clarify the statements I made at shoot around. I see some people are confused. I don't condone hate speech or anti-Semitism. I'm about spreading love always. Our game unites people, and I want to make sure that it's all at the forefront. That was his new tweet to clarify his statement. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, well, pretty much what I lost my train of thought. But
Sarah said.
No, I think it was Alyssa. But it was comments that she's saying she's not a fan of cancel culture, but was pretty much because she's a teacher. She teaches a professor at one of the schools, and one of her students stood up, a Jewish girl, who made a comment about, you know, it's for it's being hard for them, and they, a lot of people are taking this to the next level with a hurting and vocally saying stuff to them as Jews, to the point where she's thinking cancel culture for Kanye. Of course, a lot of people are saying don't buy his shoes, you don't like them anyway because they're ugly shoes.
They are ugly.
Or don't play his music. And she was at a party.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Her student was at a party and they were playing Kanye. And so I'm sitting there going, okay, and what that means, like, don't play Kanye music, because they doing that with R. Kelly.
Exactly. That's the part of cancel culture I don't like. They do too. See how people go too far.
They shut that R. Kelly song down when we were at a restaurant in Boston.
People go too far.
Yeah.
And then when you start digging into the history of the ones that they actually do like Elvis Presley and all these other white,
them.
They ain't gonna cancel them.
Right.
They're not gonna cancel a lot of these rock stars.
Yeah. So
if you
I have a problem
stuff
with
they did.
That cancel culture to an extent.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe the 5-game suspension probably works for him. We can't sit here and make the rules
know.
ourselves.
Exactly.
You know? He should be 10. No, he should be kicked out the game. No, we go too far with that. But when you saying you don't want to play somebody's music, well, Jewish girl, if you are offended because it's a Kanye West song playing, I suggest you leave.
Exactly.
Unless a large number of you protest together and say no more Kanye music on our campus.
And it's numbers. It's all about numbers. If you go to a school and your school says we don't really want to hear Kanye West, all the kids, it's not in now. Because remember, the kids set the precedent of what's in and what's not. So if they say this is in, then it's in. If they say no, that's not cool, then you don't do it. It's that simple. The crowd. So what I tell you, win the crowd, win your freedom. But I don't have a problem with Kevin Durant saying what he said. That's his feeling. I feel like they was too harsh. That's his feeling. But he had to come back and say, let me be clear. I don't think that I'm not condoning what he did. I'm just saying I don't think the punishment fit the crime.
Exactly.
And I don't either. I agree. I feel like if I post something, especially if I'm ignorant to it, ignorance is no excuse of the law, though.
Right.
But I could post something and not be really in tune to everything.
What happened to Whoopi when she made that comment and they got her about that anti-Semitism comment, and she
then you apologize. She wore the emblem of the house. What you call it? Not this
group.
The
Lodge group and whatever it was.
The Elks
it was one of those groups.
Easter Stars. And she wore their emblem. And they came at her.
She saw the sweater on online and she bought it and she liked it.
And then she apologized.
She didn't understand not being a member of that group. It's like wearing a sorority or fraternity outfit and you're not part of that, or even the same sex that usually should be wearing
it. And she said she was sorry. And then what was the one she was suspended one show?
Anti-Semitism comment she
made an Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg.
And they suspended her from one show. And we was like, that's not fair. A week. It might have been a week. You're right. And we was like, that's not fair and everything. And she came back and said, I apologize. I shouldn't have said that.
People said, I know.
I thought she was going to be like, that's it. I'm standing on it.
We were wondering how she was going to come back.
We didn't know how she was going to
ready to leave the show.
And Whoopi started counting when, look, I'm fit. How old is Whoopi? 60 something? Whoopi went, I'm 60 some years old. I get paid how much each show?
All I do is sit here for an hour or two and I'm done.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll apologize. And even if that's the part people don't understand. Even if you believe something, it doesn't mean you have to say it. Right. We talked about this yesterday. Yeah. And it doesn't mean you can't apologize for how it made the person feel.
Right.
You can feel being fat is unhealthy and it's going to kill us, like us. Right. You can say, you're dead.
Too big.
You're too big. You need to put that fork down and quit eating all the time. And then you say that, and then let's say it's somebody like a basketball player, something like him. Fat girls are just, I can't stand fat people. They so fat. I wish they would just, all you're doing is taking up space. Right. Every time we try to get on the bus, and we would have more bus space if it wasn't for you big fat slobs.
You can't sit in one seat because you're taking both of them.
And let's say we ruled the world. Yeah. We own the companies. We own the basketball teams. I'm suspending you for 5 games for talking about me. I'm fat. I don't like that. You hurt my feelings.
I own the company you work for. And you're talking about
now
me.
He can come back. Kyrie can come back and say, I apologize.
I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have said that. Yeah. Even if I may think it, I shouldn't say that because I don't know. That's making you feel bad.
And sometimes you may be canceled even and still apologize. Remember the guy on Grey's Anatomy that made the comment about the gays?
It depends on what
that black actor on Grey's Anatomy. He was out of there and he didn't come back.
Anything you say about gay people because they are in Hollywood. Why would you say something about gay people and you an actor?
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all just stupid. Just stupid. Yeah. Now you got to work with a lot of people that's around you is gay. They got to do your makeup, your hair, your clothes, the producers, the directors, and you the big dummy that was saying something about us. About them. And you think I want you on my set?
Thank you.
Get out of here.
So So we cancel culture, I get it.
But going too far.
But allow people to apologize and come, clean with whatever they
and move on.
And move on. Learn from it.
Wendy says, hello, stars. Hey Wendy. Willie Lynch syndrome, divide and conquer. Yes. Black people, we can't come together for nothing. No. It's in your face. He exposed it. Donald Trump, yes. He made it. It was always there. Mm-hmm. He just made it more open. Yeah. Kanye is a musical genius and a common sense fool. Yes.
Common sense fool.
And they'll follow him into battle.
Yeah.
I don't mind following somebody militant into battle if they got a plan. Mm-hmm. What's the plan? Everybody get around the fire. What's the plan? You identify like the Jewish guy, the comedian that went up against Kanye, whatever his name is.
I don't know his name.
He said Michael, whatever his name. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Rappaport.
I just said it, yeah.
You just kicked in the door, Kanye. You found out. We meet. We have secret
meetings.
Yeah, we have Jewish people have secret meetings.
We're planning on taking over.
We was planning on taking over. And you found us out and you told everybody about us. Okay, now what?
What you gonna do now with the information?
What's the plan? What's the big plan? You got black people's attention. We standing around the fire and we waiting to hear what your big plan is.
Man march maybe and come to the White House. I don't know.
All right, so let's move on. But that's Kyrie Irving. He take your lumps. He still didn't really apologize. So
right,
what?
They say it was kind of happy.
Dude, you did the apology like I said you would have did if you said about fat people. Mm-hmm. I still think you're a slob, but I'm sorry if it made you feel bad.
Stop.
That was kind of like the apology he did. Yeah. I'm sorry it made you feel bad, even though I do believe you're a slob.
Yes.
And you're fat, and I wish that you would lose weight, and you're killing everybody on the planet. But I apologize if it makes you feel bad. Now, if his owners wants to say, you know what, why don't you sit out a little bit? Mm-hmm. And then maybe you can figure out.
He's in the timeout corner.
You're in a timeout. Figure it out. Mm-hmm. Just like if you was on your job, your boss will put you in a timeout.
That's good when they have timeout moments and not like totally cancel.
But that's the part I don't like. I don't like cancel culture. Mm-hmm. I don't like when we take somebody and their whole life is now destroyed everything that they've done because they said something stupid or they did something stupid. Right. And that depends on what they did too.
Yes, that's
everything is levels, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Big stupid country. Morons. Bunch of morons.
Okay.
All right. Oprah rejects her protege, Dr. Oz, and backs Democrat John Fetterman in Pennsylvania Senate race.
Joy had a field day on this one because they're going to all come back.
Well, we all thought Dr. Oz.
We knew Dr. Oz is Dr. Oz because of this woman.
We thought she would.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
They are known because of this woman.
A black woman.
Now, when
nobody would know Dr. Oz if it wasn't for Oprah Winfrey.
And he should definitely go, ooh. When Oprah said, I am endorsing John Fetterman. Now, we know how Oprah is. We know where she come from. We know how she is as far as community based. John Fetterman is a man of the city, of the place where he lives.
Said he seems like a down-to-earth man.
He seems like a down-to-earth. He doesn't seem like a man who owns all these mansions, and it's about money, and his agenda is not it's not the same as Oz's agenda. We can all kind of guess what Dr. Oz's
people
agenda
kept wondering
is.
what she was going to do. If she was going to come out and
openly
say it.
Yeah,
so she did.
Yeah, because she probably knew she would probably step on some toes of some Dr. Oz lovers. How dare you, Oprah? Remember when Oprah...
Women follow Oprah.
Remember when she made that comment about meat?
Yeah, she was talking about cows.
The cows.
Because she wasn't eating in a cow.
And every man...
Well, the man in Texas wanted to cancel her. And all the women at home said, no, John.
I love Oprah.
Yeah, they love Oprah Winfrey.
No.
And white women love Oprah.
She
Winfrey.
apologized.
Yeah.
But she didn't... I think she probably went home and went, I didn't realize how much power I have in my words.
She does. She backed Obama.
Yes, she did.
And that made people go, oh, let me look at Obama. So for her to come out and last minute, 1 week before the thing, and say, I support John Fetterman over my protege.
Yes, Dr. Oz.
That speaks a lot.
That speaks volume. Yes.
That almost speaks that she don't really know Dr. Oz the way everybody thinks she know Dr. Oz.
No, I take it differently.
That maybe she know him too much.
She probably knows him, but doesn't feel he's the right man
for that job. Which is what we were saying. You can be a good person, and I can like you, but I may not think you're the best for that role.
I remember. Oh, go ahead.
Wendy says, but you can't repeatedly do it over and over again. At some point, you cancel yourself. Yes, I agree. If you keep, like Kanye, you keep talking with your big stupid mouth, you're going to cancel yourself. She says, go Fetterman. He did very well. Oprah knows Dr. Oz is a snake, spineless. Wendy's from Philadelphia.
Okay.
He killed 300 dogs to do an experiment. Ooh, I didn't hear about that. We got to look that up.
Google that one.
We'll say allegedly until we look it up.
Exactly.
Especially since she is not from Pennsylvania or Philadelphia. Yeah.
Right.
So she's basically basing it off of what she knows about the people.
It's funny because, I always bring up an old school episode on some of my old school shows, Living Single, when Maxine ride the Maverick, when she was running for a position, a political position, she would always have those little famous comments and little sayings like Reverend Jackson would. Keep hope alive. When you strive, don't dive into the natural life. He always had little rhymes and stuff, and that's how she was. She didn't really know what she was getting ready to do. Well, of course, she wanted the girls that to endorse Queen her. Latifah and all of them to endorse her. Queen Latifah's character, Khadijah, was questioning her. She had quickie little comments. She didn't have no answers. She just had quick little sayings. And Khadijah was just kind of looking at her like, really? And then later on that day, she said, Max, I had to vote for such and such. And Max got mad. What? She said, I had to vote for the right candidate. Because you want to vote for somebody that's going to make a difference in that community. Because it was Maxine running for her in that community.
But that's Oprah did. But that is another, that's another discussion.
What?
Because I almost feel like
she should have voted for her.
Not voted, but don't openly say you voting for somebody else.
She did.
See, I don't like that.
But you know what?
That's where we differ.
No. Listen to this. The episode, if you saw the episode,
okay.
Khadijah named all the things that this person is getting ready to do or said he was going to do, whereas Maxine didn't really have good answers.
I know,
so
but
Maxine talked to him, and either she talked to him or she got more information about him and his involvement. It reminds me of Fetterman and Oz.
Okay,
that person Maxine was going against has done things in the community. Maxine never.
It's a better candidate.
She's a lawyer, and she's just trying to get her name out there like Oz.
Yeah.
Where after she started realizing, man, this dude, I may have to vote for him myself.
But I still feel like public.
So she denounced her running for that office.
Oh, okay.
And said everybody vote for so.
All right, that's different. Yeah.
So I knew Khadijah was on the right track to hopefully get Maxine to see you ain't ready for this.
That's what I would do. I would go. We talking about this like it's real.
I know.
I would go behind the scenes and I would tell that person, like, let's say I was running for something and somebody else was running, and I'm only doing it because I want to get more views. I'm
laughing now.
Right. Running. And the person I'm running against actually really does want to help the community.
Yes.
I think that's a conversation you need to have behind the scenes with me and say, Kim, I'm not going to say nothing public.
I don't think I can endorse you, Kim.
Not endorse me, but don't
tell
other people you're voting for the other person. I think when they ask you, you just say, I think that voting is private. And I think you should vote for whoever you feel is the best candidate. And you know, the media are going to say, well, is your sister the best candidate? Do you think your sister is the best candidate? Mm-hmm. See, if you do that, I'm mad.
I can't. How do you handle outwardly showing that you support your family member when you know darn well they are not good for the person?
I think you should just say no comment.
Well, yeah.
Why you got to make that face? Like,
she asked Khadijah, did you vote? She said, I had to endorse another candidate. Sorry, Maxine.
Yeah,
and
but
it was for
just do it private, though.
Okay.
Because if
they were in their home.
But if the person's own mom and cousin and sister is like, then who gonna vote for that?
I don't know, because look at Trump's cousin. What's her name? You know darn well she not voting for Trump.
Yeah, but
that's her cousin.
But his daughter Tiffany showed up, even though we all know Tiffany could care less about that man.
That's a hard one.
That's a hard one.
That family had to go.
She had to put the suit on and smile. Oh. And you notice they don't even talk about Tiffany because she don't support him.
No.
But she showed up. That's what I'm saying. Oh. You gotta, that's a tough one.
Take one for the team.
Take one for the team. Just don't say nothing. When they ask you, just
be in the back praying and interceding.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, please, if she don't let her in.
Let's see. Wendy says it's not allegedly. Fetterman said he threw them in the trash. Ooh. The dogs, everybody from Philly knows the story. That's sad.
But yet they gonna put Michael Vicks under the jail.
Yeah, they put Michael Vicks under the jail
for dog fighting. And this man using them supposedly, allegedly
for experiment.
Allegedly,
until we look the story up. Mm-hmm. But you're right, Wendy. Okay. Send us that story because you sent us other stuff. So
yeah,
send us that
read that one.
Oprah Winfrey announced she will endorse Pennsylvania Senate candidate John Fetterman over his Republican opponent Mahit Oz. Is that his name?
What the name is?
That is his name, Mehmet. That's it.
Okay,
Oz. A celebrity doctor who came to prominence on her show.
Yeah.
In the early 2000s.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It just shows that she's not close to him, which is fine. Nobody expects her to be close to him.
But no, I honestly feel that even if she was close to him.
No, if Gail was running,
she probably wouldn't do an open endorsement.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be a private vote.
Yeah, that'd be private.
But by her being outwardly doing this endorsement.
Yeah. All right, okay. So that's the end of them. So anything else with Fetterman? Mm-mm. So Oprah Winfrey is endorsing John Fetterman.
And I believe The View had him on there to kind of speak more about his platform.
Did he have any problem speaking with the speech?
They did a lot. They did a caption for him. So he read it, answered it.
He didn't have no slurs and all that. So that's what people looking at.
No.
Okay. He didn't mess up like he did on the debate. Humming.
Fracking.
Yeah.
Talking about fracking.
Yeah.
Hopefully people will understand his platform with that. But no, he didn't do any of those.
Thank you. So good.
Okay.
All right. So Jay Prince.
And he even said, just so it's funny, I had to say this before you move on. He even said that he was more comfortable with the View ladies than he was at that.
Well, that's why
he said, talking to you ladies is more comfortable.
I was arguing with y'all. Remember, I argued with you.
Nervous.
I argued with you, and I think Wendy and a couple of y'all when y'all was saying that it should be demanded. I don't think debate should be demanded.
I think it should be.
Some people not comfortable doing that.
I know, but we still need. Don't be running away from like Stacey Abrams because you know they're gonna chew you up.
But just
speak what you're gonna do.
But everybody's not. I think you should.
And they're not talking about your mama.
I don't know.
Using the platform. To
I just think it gives too much space for people like Trump who know how to use the camera and stuff like that.
Okay.
And people who actually have really good ideas, they get creamed.
That's what Joy said. She said if there are people with the cameras and they love to be in front, they're gonna probably smoke you.
Yeah.
So
Wendy said he did a great job. Good. Yeah. So y'all watched it. Mm-hmm. All right. So let's go on to Takeoff. We talked about Takeoff, the rapper.
Yeah.
Was shot.
So they still talking
in
about
Houston
because they still investigating.
Well,
right?
First of all, he's bigger than the rappers that everybody been talking about. The Migos.
Real sad.
They spend more time talking about other rappers passing away.
I said one of our cousins was a little saddened about it when she asked.
The Migos is a big deal. They're a big deal. They changed the way. They're kind of like how Run DMC was. Mm-hmm. They're like this generation's Run DMC. How big Run DMC was to us.
Okay.
That's how the Migos are to the young kids now. So that's why he was sad, our cousin.
Wow.
Because they're big to them. Okay. And for Takeoff to go out like that is a bad deal. Let me tell you why.
Takeoff wasn't the one that was on the $10,000 pyramid, was it? It was two rappers that was on the $10,000 pyramid.
I don't know.
He looks familiar.
Maybe he was. I don't know.
Keep going.
But anyway, Jay Prince is kind of like he's kind of like the guy that runs Houston, okay? Because the street dudes respect him. He was in the streets at one time. He now owns a record label and other businesses, okay? So he's a prominent businessman. It's almost like the Godfather. Remember how Michael Corleone wanted to get out? He wanted to get out. Every time I try to get out, they pull me back in. It's kind of like that with Jay Prince. It's like I'm being legit. I'm trying to do this thing right, and I still have collection. I mean, what you call it?
What? Where they want to come? They keep recalling what
they keep trying to pull you back into the
right
system.
into the lifestyle.
But Jay Prince still holds a lot of weight in Houston. Okay. And so when a lot of times when these rappers and stuff come to Houston, his family, the Prince family, almost is like, don't touch them. And nobody touches them. You don't bother them when they come in because they telling you don't bother them. Okay. So who is it?
It wasn't him.
It was Wiz Khalifa.
And Ty Dolla. Okay.
So let me let you finish that because you'll okay. So when Takeoff and Quavo came there, they came for Jay Prince's son's birthday party.
Okay.
And there was a dice game after that. And then that's where the shooting happened. And Takeoff was, they said accidentally, was shot.
I don't understand.
So people are blaming.
Why would it even get to that level where they need to pull their guns out?
Well, that's what we're getting ready to.
Wow.
So people are blaming Jay Prince's family because they're saying that they are the ones that had the guns. They are the ones that was making sure that they were supposed to be safe. Why is Takeoff, dead in your city, and you supposed to be offering him pretty much security that nobody should touch him, right? So Wendy said, some say his own team killed him accidentally, allegedly. Yeah. Some people said that, and if it was, then that means that means it was Quavo's brother, which is probably his uncle too, because Quavo is Takeoff's uncle that made a mistake and maybe shot him. But he was shot twice. So one person might have shot him from his own team accidentally, and one person could have shot him from Jay Prince's side accidentally. But the bottom line is people were saying, what are you going to do about this, Jay Prince? Because you take care of everything. Who's going to answer for this? We know the police are saying they doing their job, but people wanted to hear from him. So he released a statement. It says Jay Prince has released a statement in the wake of the death of Takeoff, which occurred in the Rap-A-Lot founder's hometown of Houston. We just came from Houston. On Thursday, the Texas rap patriarch shared a photo of Takeoff on Instagram, along with a lengthy caption about the Migos rapper's murder, offering his condolences to the late Atlanta rhymer's friends and family. The Prince family would like to send our condolences to the family and friends of the beautiful soul Takeoff. The statement starts. I'm not going to read his whole statement because it's long and lengthy, but he basically was saying, whoever is responsible for this, and he don't care whose side it's on, he is not offering protection to that person. Normally, if they part of his team, he would offer protection and say, you know what, ain't nobody gonna come at this person. But he almost put him out there. Like, I'm not protecting nobody. So if the Atlanta guys want to come here and get whoever did this, my team ain't gonna do nothing. We're gonna pull back. We're not gonna offer any protection. He didn't say that, but that's kind of what he was insinuating. So what if it was
from his team, though?
He don't care. He said, I don't care whose team is on. I'm not offering. I'm not going to cover it.
That was really a stupid, that whole scene was stupid and could have been avoided.
True says the Prince family has been extorting these black entertainers. They demand payment to not get touched when they come to Houston. I agree. There's supposed to be a form of protection when you come to you. It's almost like we said, The Godfather. If I go to New York and the Corleone family, if they were real, was ruling New York, and I'm Frank Sinatra, and I'm coming to sing, I'm supposed to have protection from that family.
You should, yeah.
You said nobody was going to touch me while I'm there in your city.
Okay.
So why, as an entertainer, am I being touched? So that's a problem.
Wow.
So Jay Prince, I know he sent out a little thing, and I know he said a statement, but that's not good. People still gonna need answers from you, dude.
Wow.
I know Houston is on lockdown. I know all of this, but it's not good enough just to release a statement on Instagram saying you offer condolences to the family and that you're not going to protect the person. But in my opinion, everybody knows you know who did it. So to me, it's not so much. We don't know. We guessing.
Because that could have been a bullet ricocheted off of something.
We don't know.
Wow.
We're alleging. We don't know. We assuming because he knows everything.
They'll look at
people was there. He knows who did it.
What they'll do is they'll look at the bullets that went in him. They'll look at the guns that each person had. Hopefully, confiscate them and test the guns.
Yep.
They'll know that gun.
Well, academics online, DJ Academics, who I always talk about, they pretty much solved it. They didn't went through his live, and the people on there, they know everything. They look at the person's shoes. They was looking at shadows. Look at the shadow over there, that hand. Okay, now whose shadow is that? Because that has a gun in it. Okay, now let's go back. Let's look at it. They was dissected. They pretty much solved the case for the police.
Okay, so it's just
all you got to do is go pick up the person that they told you who did it.
Okay, start questioning them.
True said Jay Prince Jr. walked past Takeoff's body. Yeah, he did in the TMZ. His son, Jay Prince's son, was there. And as while Takeoff was lying on the ground bleeding out, his son just walked right past. Now you're supposed to be the one that's offering protection, right? So why are you walking past what's going on?
That's sad. So it's all gonna come out. Give it some time.
And it says they don't do it to non-black entertainers though. That, you know what? Somebody was talking about that. I'm gonna come back on that one. Mm-hmm. It was Jay Prince Jr.'s bowling event. And Wendy said she sent the article on Dr. Oz. I saw one shot where you could see the person with the gun in their hand pulling it out of their pocket. I have no idea who it was. Yeah, that's what Wendy said.
I'm thinking, why would they even pull their guns out at all?
Let's double back on that. Because I don't hear people talking about that, True. I heard one guy saying that on his Instagram, or not Instagram, on his YouTube. How come white entertainers don't have to do this when we go to cities? Why they don't have to, they don't have to do that. They don't have to clear themselves before they go to a city to perform. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why is it always black entertainers? Mm-hmm. If you come to Chicago, all the dudes in Chicago, street dudes, got to clear you for you to come and do a concert in Chicago. Mm-hmm. But why they don't do that to the white artists that come to Chicago?
Well, you know what?
If Harry Styles comes to Chicago, he ain't got to check in at Old Town.
But does he have connections with them? Don't they not could have connections at all?
That might be it. True.
There's no reason for them to be.
That might
Harry
be it.
Styles
true.
has nothing to do with the
true.
gang banging.
That might be it. That might be. Lenora might have answered it. We might not know behind the scenes of a lot of these black rappers,
their connections,
and the people who are their managers and stuff. Mm-hmm. We don't know how they got in those positions.
Exactly.
We don't know how they got the money to start those companies, they probably beholden to people like Jay Prince and them. So you do got to check in.
You got to. Because you are connected somehow.
Oh, here we go. It all goes back. What? And we know Harry Styles is probably connected to the Jewish people who had that power. So he's not going to get on stage and say nothing negative about Jewish people. No, I'm saying mob ties. That's the name of his company. Jay Prince is called Mob Ties. But I'm saying...
Unless he's Italian, why would he be connected?
No. I'm saying you understand when we start talking about the thing with Kyrie. I'm going back to the Kyrie and the Kanye. Mm-hmm. You saying about them owning everything and whatever. It's a syndicate in a way. Like Michael Rappaport was being funny. We got this whole connection and you broke in. Now what you gonna do? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So in a way, you kind of saying, you got to check in.
Okay. You sound like, what's the show that Denzel Washington played, the American Gangster?
Yeah.
And the cop that was after him and trying to investigate him. The other police officers said he needed to check in if he's anywhere in New Jersey. And he looking at them like, I got to check in to go and do investigation in New Jersey because of the mafia there. Wow. That's territory big time. Okay.
But see,
all of this is an innocent bystander.
But all of this,
I can see the others fighting and whatever. From what you're saying, is he tied to something?
I don't. His people could be.
Oh, cause see, like,
but my thing is,
just because he knows,
y'all
people.
know we always bring everything back to the fact that we beholden to Jesus, to God.
Mm-hmm.
See, you got to check in. You got to check in.
Mm.
Our God is bigger than yours.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go someplace, you got to check in.
You got to ask the Holy Spirit, is it even clear for you to go?
You got to check in.
Because,
you see what I'm saying?
because
You see how I'm getting? You see how I'm turning it back?
Because the Holy Spirit, she went on a spiritual journey.
I didn't went on a spiritual.
The Holy Spirit
you got to check in.
will check in your spirit. There's not enough prayer warriors surrounded. It's not
don't
enough
go down
angels.
that
Don't
street
go there right now.
I don't want you to go there.
And then when you hear on the news later on,
I'm gonna close that door.
Something happened where you could have been killed or hurt or whatever.
You got to check
Thank
in.
you for taking it to the spiritual
See what
world.
I'm saying? You got to check in.
Wow.
And that's why when I hear people who are supposedly saved, like Kanye, that's supposed to be a Christian, it doesn't matter that you saying somebody has a stronghold over this, or that they own this, or that they can control this, or I got to check in here or here or here if I say this. Because if you checked into the Holy Spirit, he's above all of them.
Thank you.
It don't matter what they say.
He is the God of all flesh. Jew, Italian,
Gentile,
Asian.
J Prince, Yo Prince, Mama's Prince, anybody's Prince. I checked in.
Thank you, Lord.
I'm tapped in.
We tapped in. So,
and that's the problem. Everybody's so physically checking in, and wondering, they own everything. What's happening?
I want what you got.
If I say something bad about them,
you got everything.
They gonna shut me down.
You own everything. I'm jealous of you. I'm jealous.
Who gonna protect me? Who gonna make sure that I'm taken care of?
I mean, you got your strap, man. You got your we got.
I got my strap.
Thank you, Holy Spirit.
Put on the whole armor.
Yes. Okay.
Right. See, I didn't brought you back there.
Okay, I get it now.
See, I felt like God gave that to me. Somebody need to hear that.
Yes.
Because they so concerned about who owns what and who's in control of what. And God said, I'm in control of all of it.
Yes.
All of them Negroes and white people and Jewish people and other Chinese, every group checks into me.
Even Putin and Jim.
Even Putin checks into me. Don't play with me.
That's true.
If I tell you to do something, if I'm for you, who is against you?
Yeah.
Period.
It's so funny that you said check in because
you got to check in.
I thought about the conversation that on The View where Britney's BG, her wife, the WNBA had sent her an email saying, "Don't go to Russia." And sometimes you gotta always be open and ready to hear the news. They warned her and they said, when you get there, turn around and come back. So I don't know where she was not open to hear.
And we don't always listen. It's a.
I know.
People say
the warnings
intuition,
and we don't see the warnings.
People say it can feel like an intuition. It can feel like something is pulling you, or
to
everybody.
Do it or to do it.
You guys have. Everybody has felt it.
Yeah.
You feel something is wrong. You feel eerie.
Yeah.
You feel maybe I shouldn't go down that street.
About it.
Maybe I shouldn't go there.
Yeah.
That's the Holy Spirit. That's God. You checking in. You checking in with God, and we choose to listen or not listen.
Yes.
And they said that Takeoff, he's already quiet. But they said that whole day he was an eerie quiet.
Really?
Almost as if like he felt something. He probably felt like he shouldn't even have been there.
Oh, wow.
At that stupid dice game in the first place.
And to me, when you saying it was just a dice game for them to set it off like
One of Jay Prince's son, after the birthday party, he went home. The other one, Jay Prince Jr., was there at the dice game. But the other one went home. And so maybe Takeoff was probably feeling that. Like after we came for the birthday party.
Here,
and God didn't, I feel something. Like maybe I shouldn't be at this game. And he stayed.
That's how God warned him when we was getting ready to move. I believe God sent so many warnings to us, not to go off into a rabbit hole. But the warnings can even be somebody saying
And
something.
we didn't listen.
We didn't listen. It was like
God was sending us warning after warning.
I got sick.
He didn't want us to move into this house.
He didn't want us to move in the house. And then one of the warnings was the window broke. Somebody broke
the window,
the basement, and came upstairs.
And we was like,
and they stole most of our stuff. They stole my African drums and everything that I got. They used my grandmother's wheelchair to wheel it away.
But see how stupid we were.
So
we was like, okay, well, we'll just put more security when we move in.
And I fell down the stairs another day.
She fell down the stairs.
And
we was like, okay.
It took my cousin who is in the community.
Went to the house unannounced during the day.
Behind the landlord who was supposed to come and lock up and cover the window that was
in
broken.
The house, and it was crackheads.
A crackhead laying in our living room on the sofa with the blood mark from when he broke in the window downstairs. God, we get it now. Whew, Holy Spirit, thank you.
But you see how
we did not. It used to be a crack house. We didn't know that. It used to be a crack house.
And them crackheads would have came there all while we was living there.
All while we were living. Lord, thank you, Lord, for your sign.
But you see how we don't know.
You said he was feeling a certain way.
Well, that's what they said. He was eerie, quiet. Okay. He's already quiet.
Oh, Lord.
But they said he was an extra. He was just being a little extra quiet. He didn't even ride there with Quavo. Quavo showed himself coming there. Wow. He wasn't even with Quavo when he got there. Yeah. Everything for him was kind of inner that day. Wow. And so for him to have that, that's a big deal.
That's beautiful. You brought that up though.
All right, let's see what let me see. Let me go back up, y'all. We missed all of this, what y'all said. True said they don't do it to a non-black. Yeah. It was Jay Prince Jr.'s bowling event. Yep. It was his son's birthday party. Okay. Wendy said, I sent you the article on the dogs. Okay. I saw one shot where you could see the person. She said that. Mm-hmm. She said they said between the people who took footage and all the cameras in the place, they will direct it and get to the bottom of it. It's so much footage. It's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. True said could be. Wendy said the music industry pushes this gangster mentality rap influencing by way money in their faces while they are poor. Of course, they're going to take it. Mm-hmm. Young people do not create an inner circle that has guns in it. Leave that circle today, 100%. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your human reasoning. True says, yeah, and these celebrities need to stop playing dice in the hood and go to a casino if they want to gamble. And then she said, wow. Yeah, why are you playing dice in the hood?
That's
and I said
I already been in the alley shooting dice.
And the Migos already been in trouble with dice shooting before.
Oh, they were?
They already jumped on Offset. He was on some dice game and he shook his chain and stuff. So they've been see how the house
that
with
was
us.
A warning.
All these dice games they was in before, they was in trouble.
Because
Quavo was in trouble before.
Isn't that a
Offset was in trouble before. A dice game with Jay Prince, another rapper got killed. All this was before that.
Do you think they're going to stop the dice games now? Now that the Takeoff is dead?
Thank you.
That was warning.
But you see how you get warnings and warnings and warnings.
Yes.
And we just don't listen.
Yeah,
we don't listen.
Okay.
All right, so that was it with that one. Mm-hmm. Megan Thee Stallion responds to Drake lyrics that imply she lied about Tory Lanez assault. Stop using my shooting for clout. Drake did a song on. You got both of them written down, right? I'm sure you got Drake in your little book of rappers.
Yep.
I'll just sum it up because I'll do this quick. Drake has a new album coming out. Well, you already know about. Let me go back.
The
Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Remember about she saying he shot her. Okay. And you know that they pushed that back.
They pushed his court date
back, and it's coming up. Okay, so and she still sticks by the fact that Tory shot her when she got out the car, shot her foot. And Tory is still saying he did not do it. Okay, now Tory is from Canada. Mm-hmm. Drake is from Canada. So of course he gonna be on Tory's side. Yeah. Okay. And I don't think he cares that much for Megan. Because you got to remember, Drake and Nicki kind of roll together, and Nicki Minaj and Megan got an issue with each other. See how this stuff is so high school. So Drake did a song that he have a album coming out, and one of his lyrics, he kind of alludes that he's talking about Megan Thee Stallion. He says something about she lied, and then it says something about she's still a stallion.
Ooh,
So obviously,
we already know. Dude.
And she lied.
Stallion.
She lied, and he even said the word shot or something like that.
Getting shots, but she's still a stallion.
Yeah, you just read it, but she's
Okay.
still a stallion. So we know he talking about.
But why would
Megan
you say
Thee
that?
Stallion.
This case hasn't even started yet.
So
and
she
you already
came
throwing
back.
out your little.
So she came back and she got mad because she said, "Why would you? Number one, why would you put that in your record?
Yes.
Calling me a liar." She said that's lame.
Yes.
She said that's lame.
It is.
And then she went on to say something along the lines of, all these
Ready to
guys is,
boycott.
yeah, she said all these guys is big on boycotting, probably pretty much about the clothes and stuff with the Kanye and stuff,
Yeah.
and with the now Kyrie thing, the boycotting NBA and all this.
Yeah.
What about protecting black women? What about boycotting Drake? Girl, honey, you can hold your breath. They are not
putting vulgar language in your songs about women, but then women got to do it too. Like Queen Latifah was like, "I ain't no B," and Unity and stuff, and who you calling a B? Women need to say that too in their lyrics.
Exactly.
As well. Don't hold men accountable for not calling you the names
right
that you're free to call yourself.
And don't expect them to protect you if we don't protect ourselves.
Exactly.
If we're not protecting ourselves as women and we're not sticking up for each other and all of that, they gonna be like, "That's y'all. I'm not gonna do it if you not."
Cat fights and I ain't worried about it.
So she can forget about them boycotting Drake. That's not gonna happen. They love Drake.
Yeah.
But the point is, we all know why he did it. She says she don't like that they're using her name for clout. I'm sorry, Megan. You're gonna have to get over it.
You write a song, Megan. You write a song.
Boy, that's what people saying. You're a rapper, right?
Rap about it. That's how rapping. I thought that's one of the things that I like about. I know it did get crazy back in the day, but I like when the rappers do some wording. That's when they would do on stage, right? They would be like, kind of like with what's the turban guy?
I have not seen
a rap off.
I haven't seen a female rapper go against a male rapper.
I want to see that. I like when they I know sometimes it gets real ugly and we can all say, okay, y'all didn't win cross the line. But I like when they do challenges. You come out with your song and because then you say, what's his name did that about his girlfriend, Biggie Smalls, and what's his name rapped about what's her name? Faye Evans.
Oh, Lil' Kim.
It was somebody that put Faye Evans' name in their song, saying I had her or something.
Oh, yeah. Tupac.
Stuff like that. You people be like, yeah, okay.
That was the Tupac and the Biggie thing.
Come on, Biggie, your turn.
But that's men. I want to see a woman. And Megan is supposed to be a good rapper.
Come on, Megan Thee Stallion.
Let's go, Megan. Everything that you said in your Instagram, firing back about Drake.
Come on.
Come back and get Drake.
And let it be because you on cloud 9
It's a
right
lot
now,
of stuff. Honey,
you SNL, you got an audience ready to go.
If you don't have enough on him,
yes,
with his foreign child that
Megan.
he had with a stripper,
yes,
come on, Megan,
and supposedly Kardashian mom,
and and Kanye said you didn't sleep with every Kardashian.
Girl, go on, write it.
Drake been passed around so much. She needs to talk about how he passed around.
Yes.
How they talk about women passed around.
And put a line in there saying he could have every disease that's out there.
He's been passed around. I don't know any woman who ain't been on top of Drake.
Come on, Megan.
She needs to come up with a rap. Let's go.
Come on, slam them. I'm with you. I'm on Team Megan's side right now.
And you're not even American. You're from Canada.
Okay. Yeah, get them on that too. Oh, girl, we can write your lyrics for you. Come on, we can write them for you.
I have yet to see a female go after a male.
Yes. That's a Megan Thee Stallion. That's right, like Maxine Ride the Maverick.
Maybe that's what he wants. Maybe that's what he pushing.
Oh, okay.
For him to come at
me. Come at me. What you got?
Come on, get her.
I need to sell some records too, more records, because I know I'm already known, but come on.
Yeah.
Because she up there too.
And she already talked about using my name for clout.
Yes.
Come on. You're not dancing no more on your Hotline song with your little stale white man dance? Because he's half white.
Yes.
No rhythm. Ooh. She needs to come up.
That right leg has no rhythm.
One side of your body is black that has rhythm, and the other side is the Hotline.
That's why that one leg just stands still.
Why can't she come back with a rap?
We'll see, Kim. You said no woman has done that? No female
I haven't
rapper?
seen a female rapper go after a male. No,
everybody. Kim didn't do it?
No, they all go after each other.
Wow.
So let's see that.
Let's be the first, Megan. Okay.
He calling you out.
Yeah.
So do it. You're a rapper.
And the courts, don't worry.
And he kind of said she was stupid.
I know.
He said she graduated from college, but she's still stupid.
You know what?
He didn't say those words, but he said it in that way. He was insinuating.
You know what? Please.
And you got a college degree.
Yes. You made that known on SNL. Yeah. You ain't stupid. Come on, write you a song.
You need to come back. One thing that scares you is an educated black woman.
Yes.
That's why you don't have no baby with one.
Thank you.
We giving you all the lines.
Come on, Megan. Come
on, girl. Okay. For Drake.
Let's see.
Okay. True said about them going to the casino. I agree. Why you in a hood dice game and you a millionaire?
Oh Lord.
Go to the casino like everybody else.
He's still in them.
If it really was really friendly fire, that person's mind would be tormented for a long time, if not forever. They better trust God to make it out. I agree. Mm-hmm. And I think it was. I think somebody bucked with the gun and somebody else bucked.
Their little chest got big.
And I think Takeoff, it was an accident.
And it was not even meant to happen.
He wasn't meant to.
You know how people are. They just...
All right, so let's see. We calling out Megan Thee Stallion to do a diss track on Drake.
On Drake. Come on, girl. Come with it. Don't worry
about...
And
you cute. You can do it. You cute.
And don't worry about them calling you a liar, because the courts is going to...
That's the matter.
That's going to reveal the truth.
Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Come on, body, yaddy, yaddy. The Megan Thee Stallion. I want to see you come, and I want to see you ream him with his dyed beard.
Yes.
How you 20-some years old and you dye your beard? We all know his beard is not that dark.
Yes.
So come on, Megan. Okay. Come at him.
That's probably what he wants.
Putting his little French braids in his hair.
Yes.
So come on, Megan.
Okay.
We back you. The women are backing you.
Okay.
All right. Real quick. Kim Kardashian. Where am I at? Oh, almost done. Kim Kardashian feels helpless as parents want Kanye West banned from the kids' soccer game. I only wanted to mention that because remember I kept saying
he had
that they was gonna
one parent,
because that parent, it was probably a Karen that came over there and said,
kids gotta suffer.
Not a kid. He wants to go and see his kids play.
And the kids want, where daddy at, mommy? He can't come.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta stop this.
Yeah.
Stop doing the cancel culture.
Yeah.
Him saying something that you feel is anti-Semitic has nothing to do with him going in here and see his kids play
his game or her game. Can I not sit here? I ain't making no comments. I have no microphone in front of me. Can I watch my kid play? Karen's had to come see.
And he's right. That's that's what I'm saying. When y'all start going too far, people start feeling sorry and saying y'all doing too much cancel culture.
Yeah.
You doing too much. I understand you take away or whatever. You don't like all of that. But when you start interfering with how he is with his children, you're right, Kanye. That's where you'll start hearing from us.
Yes.
Kanye, you're absolutely correct. The Woods Report will support you. If anybody has anything to say about you seeing your kids or being with your kids or being a father to your kids, we will 100% stand with you on that.
Yeah.
That other harebrained scheme stuff you talk about with Candace,
don't go there now.
We're not going to support.
Okay, calm down.
All right. But this picture, we support.
Isn't that a nice picture of of daddy and his daughter?
Yes.
Yes.
We support this picture.
Karen's, leave him alone. He's just sitting there watching his kids play and involved
with your daughter named after your deceased mom.
Yeah.
We support this picture.
Oh, I tell you.
All right?
That's
Stick on this line more. You got us.
For him that or maybe his family, his kids will give him
life. Will inspire him.
Yes. To get right, get fixed,
yes.
Get help.
Yes. Or Matt, what's important?
Yes.
That's what's important. Not the other stuff.
Because if you get taken away from them, dude, that's gonna really kill him then.
Now they 4 kids without their black father.
Yes. And he lost his mom, and then if he lose any kind of connection with his children, he is dead, man.
All right,
he ain't gonna make it.
So keep that.
Do I have what's next?
All right, hold on. We almost done.
Because I want to get to the donkey of the day.
I wanted to say this real quick. It is Friday, so I guess we're going a little bit over.
Okay.
This demands it because this is you again, like the cruise ship.
They stopping this too?
People who order fries without salt, so they fries can be hot.
Yes. And
Big Macs with extra pickles, so that they can get a fresh Big Mac.
Yeah.
So saying that's not a good thing to do.
But that's what.
And then they order, and then they'll ask for salt packets. That's you. She
No, I
ordered.
don't even ask for salt packets like I used to. I have it in the car already. So they won't know.
Man demands his wife order McDonald's fries without salt and Big Macs with extra pickles to get them fresh. And she's tired of it. She said, why can't you just pull up and say you want some fresh fries and a fresh Big Mac?
They ain't gonna listen to you for that. Especially if you in the hood, you may get cussed out.
So I figured I'd mention it because I didn't realize that it's a problem.
Well, we get them for our dad, and our dad likes extra pickles.
But I didn't know it was
onions.
a problem. That actual people are actually showing they want fries without salt.
That's good.
So they can get the hot fries.
We got it one time, and they still wasn't all that hot. So they still must have been sitting.
Well, no, because people doing it now. They got a batch that's no salt.
No salt in this
because
city
so
now.
many of y'all doing it now.
Darn.
You see? So she's saying just say you want some hot fries.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that.
But then you got to sit there or you got to pull over to the little side of the...
That's fine. Oh. But you doing this, they doing what we just said. Now they got a batch on the side with no salt. And they cold.
They still cold.
Because so many of y'all doing that.
It's defeating the purpose. So, but you can get the sandwiches with special whatever.
Ask for some extra ketchup or extra pickle.
Yeah, extra...
pickle is probably easy because you can pull that off. A pickle is probably the easiest.
Yeah, or my dad gets it with extra onions.
Oh, onion. But I'm saying pickles is easy. Because if you don't want extra pickles, you can pull those off.
His burgers are always fresh.
And they always hot. So just throw that out there for y'all. Okay. Now watch you going to start saying Big Mac with extra pickles. So you can get a hot Big Mac.
Yes. See? I didn't even think about it because my Big Macs are never fresh.
Yeah.
Oh. And the hamburger, the meat be like this and the bread be way over here.
But say you want hot fries instead of saying fries with no salt, because the last few times you did that, they were still cold. They caught on to y'all. McDonald's people had. Okay. Wendy says, did you already do the donkey of the day? Nope.
No, Wendy, I just asked her.
That's what we getting ready to do now. We closing out with the donkey of the day. Charlamagne's donkey of the day. New York City fugitive arrested after officers spot him on vacation at Disney World.
Oh my God. I guess he wanted to get a little fun in before he goes to jail.
This is him, big dummy. A New York City fugitive who had been on the lam for nearly a year was arrested last month after a federal officer working his case miraculously spotted him while on vacation at Walt Disney World.
Oh my goodness. Miraculously is right. How would you think Disney World would have a criminal there free?
A federal postal inspector, Jeff Andre, was hanging out in the Florida amusement park's Animal Kingdom on October 20th when an incredible stroke of luck. He saw Quashawn Burton, who fled his Brooklyn home last November after being accused of fraudulently obtaining coronavirus relief aid. He got that fake PP loans and all that stuff, I think.
Oh.
Andre, who signed the criminal complaint against Burton, recognized the 31-year-old fugitive by a unique cursive letter, H, tattoo on his neck.
See, that'll get you in trouble.
Don't you love how they get those tattoos and then they become criminals?
They stick out.
Why don't I just go ahead and get something on my body that everybody would know who I am?
An eye on the side of his face.
Burton was accused of stealing the identities of at least 4 people in order to fraudulently take out government PPP loans meant to help businesses struggle during the pandemic. So at least it wasn't like he murdered nobody or nothing.
Right, okay.
Prosecutors said Burton used an ATM to purchase money orders from a New York City post office to get the cash after the loans were approved. In total, he allegedly stole about $150,000 in forgivable federal loans. Wow. And I guess he went to Disney World, huh?
Yeah, that's the last time he'll be there.
So he was on the lam, and the guy saw him at Disney World.
And he recognized him by the tattoo.
By the tattoo.
And then, too, his red hair probably stuck out as well.
So, but he probably wouldn't have known that was him if it wasn't that tattoo. He probably thought, I wonder if that's just a black guy that looked like him.
Yeah.
But a tattoo?
The tattoo with the H, was it? Or
yeah, H.
H. Man, you stupid.
So, of course, Charlamagne gives him
Donkey
of the day.
I guess you know what? Think about it this way. Who would think that you would run into somebody that would recognize you at Disney World? Disney World is such a big place with a lot of people. So, I mean, he's half donkey because you at an amusement park. Who is going to recognize you?
I know.
Think about it. He thought he was home free.
So that's your donkey of the day.
Wow. Okay.
Caught at Disney World.
Caught at Disney World.
On the last
because
year.
of that tattoo. Negro.
Can you imagine being the guy that saw him? Ooh. And you on vacation with your family.
Phone shaking. 911. Was he a cop though? Right, he was a cop.
It said he was he the one that signed the thing.
So he recognized him because he signed. Okay,
postal inspector.
Wow.
All right, y'all. So that was donkey of the day,
mm-hmm.
and that was the Woods Report.
Mm-hmm. Don't
forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, and two, I got my thing on today.
Oh, you don't put your glasses? Show them how you put your glasses on it.
Sure.
Lenore, come on. So
I have to take it off. It's a magnetic with the little clip in front. You take the clip off and you put it behind wherever you shirt that you're wearing, and you put the clip, and then your glasses can lay on it.
I wonder if I do.
Sometimes I'll put it over here so my glasses won't be in the middle.
For a minute.
But I love these things. My God.
I want to see if I can move this thing over. All right. Keep going. Keep talking.
I love these things because you can move. You can put it on the side of wherever you are, because the magnetic will probably, and it goes through really thick, like I have it through a coat too.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it because I don't
want to show it again because I want to see if I can do a commercial on that.
I may not want to. It's like a magnetic.
Hold on. All right, go ahead.
So and then I got decorative ones. There's some with the rhinestone little clips and pearls. But it's just a little clip. I think a man showed it on one of the TV shows when he was, and it has a magnetic piece.
Put it on your thing.
And then you just put the magnetic piece behind wherever your shirt is that you want to lay your.
And you put your glasses in there. Is that the same shirt you had on yesterday?
Yes, it is. It's my Woods Report shirt. I talked about the spot yesterday.
Why would you wear it? You have a spot.
I don't care.
So that's going to make people go, ain't that the same shirt you had on yesterday with a spot?
My Woods Report shirt. That's my uniform.
Yeah, but you could wash it.
I did. That's why
that spot is still there?
It can come out.
Oh.
It must have been, you know how an oil stain sets in your clothes and you don't get it right away?
But you can put some on that to take that out.
I'll try again. If y'all got a suggestion on what to get an oil that's been in there, a spot. But here's how you lay your glasses.
How you remove an oil spot?
But she said we can talk about things that we just buy on Amazon that we love, and I have a bunch of these, so it works well for me for how I want to lay my glasses.
It says sprinkle baking soda on the affected fabric and allow it to sit for 24 hours. After a day passes, vacuum or brush the baking soda away.
It's too late.
Spray the affected area with vinegar and water solution and scrub with soap.
Okay.
So vinegar.
I'm going to try that tonight, you guys, and I'm going to wear my shirt again. If you see that spot, that means that didn't work.
So that's what it says.
Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to show the little thing, though, that I...
All right, so vinegar. It's too late for the bacon. You do that, I think, when it's still wet.
Right.
So do vinegar and see if that works.
Okay.
All right, we'll see if when she wear this shirt again, if that spot is still on there. All right, y'all. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check out our page. It's it'll be in the description on Facebook on items like that, eye thing, and my water bottle that I always talk about, and other stuff, things that we use.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to support the channel.
Yep.
And then I have a hair product that's coming out too. I'll talk about my hair product once I put it out, y'all.
Right.
Because people always ask me about my hair.
And what you put on it.
What I put on it and stuff. All right? Always believe.
Always believe.
And that was another Woods Report. See you later.